Hi there Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Stormtrooper on a Star Wars card. That's right, they've finally done it. Thank heavens for that. We now have the original Stormtrooper, or a definitive Stormtrooper, on a Star Wars card, which is something that we've been waiting for absolutely ages to happen in the Vintage Collection. We've had him on Empire Strikes Back cards, Return cards, Revenge cards, Rogue One cards, but this is the card and the logo that we wanted him on, and this is the figure that we wanted, a definitive A New Hope Stormtrooper. So let's take a look at the packaging. What else is there to say, really? That is one of the most iconic images, especially when you're talking about Kenner card backs. There he is, the Stormtrooper, and of course he's on the double racetrack design, Star Wars logo, with the warning sign which covers over that, which is a bit annoying, especially for a Stormtrooper, an iconic card like this. And of course this just harkens back to the original Stormtrooper that we got back in 1978. And there he is in the bubble. Now, I do have something a little bit concerning about this figure, and that is that the helmet is a slightly different colour to the rest of his body. It's almost like an off-white, whereas the rest of the figure is like a brilliant white. And we're going to compare this figure to the Rogue One Stormtrooper that came in the 4-pack, and also the one that came in the deluxe pack with the E-Web cannon, because essentially that figure is the same as this figure, but this one's got the holster. And that figure was definitely a brilliant white all over. It looked fantastic. So I'm really hoping that it's just my examples that I have here, and hopefully it's not going to be something across the board, because that would be majorly disappointing. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see what everyone else's turns up like. On the back of the card there we have VC231. This is part of the Walmart exclusive line of original 96 figures. I have all of these to review at some point, apart from this Bespin security guard. The Vintage Collection logo on the back there, Disney and Hasbro, half the card full of rubbish, and there's the Hong Kong import sticker. So it does pain me to open this guy, really, because it's just such a glorious looking thing. But I want to check out the figure, and we're going to do it in this video. Okay then, so here he is outside of the packaging. This is the brand new Stormtrooper for the Vintage Collection. And I've got to say, the initial concerns I had with the colour of the helmet aren't as bad outside of the packaging, but you'll have to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Can you see a difference in colour there? I've got a feeling it might only be affecting the front of the helmet, and the actual back of it is whiter than the front. I'll show you that in a second when we're spinning the figure around a little bit. But there he is, looking awesome. You can see he's got the brand new holster on his leg, which does work. You can put the blaster in there and it fits absolutely perfectly. It's like made of a soft plastic, the holster, so the blaster goes in really, really well. And there he is. There's the definitive Stormtrooper at last. Thank heavens for that. He's got the rocker ankles. He's got the holster. So that is your Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope Stormtrooper. So now we've had a look at him there, I'm going to put him up against the Rogue One Stormtrooper, which of course this is the figure that it was based on originally. And also we're going to put him next to the one that came with the E-Web cannon, which is essentially this figure but without the holster. And then we can check them out and see if there's any differences. Okay then, so here they all are. From left to right we have the version that came with the E-Web cannon. We have the new one, and this is the Rogue One Stormtrooper here. Now the differences between this one is that he just doesn't have the holster, and also the dots on his belly there, or lower torso, are slightly differently painted to the ones on the new Stormtrooper. I think they did that to make this one more accurate to A New Hope. They've got like grey and blue paint, whereas these are all black, same as this guy. You can also see on the Rogue One Stormtrooper, he didn't have the rocker ankles, so they had like weird like bell bottoms on the bottoms of the armour there, which sort of went over on the shoe. Very, very strange when you think about it. And also this is one of the ones from the 4-pack, and you can see the sort of shoddy paintwork on the helmets there. Some of those were pretty poor. I've got to say the paintwork on the new one is probably the best out of the three. The eyes on this one are a lot better than this one. We're missing some paint on this guy. And, you know, this one was just all over the place, to be honest. The blue on the side of the helmet is a different colour to this one and this one as well. So there's the main differences. And as I say, the initial concerns I had with the helmet, they're not looking so bad now. I mean, you can really see the difference in colour between these two and that one. Must be a different plastic or something, because these are like really brilliant white, whereas he's more of like an off-white. But I am going to bring in my other one of these that I have, because I did get two. The one that I thought even had a worse case of yellowing. And you can let me know in the comments what you think. But maybe it's just the lights, maybe it's my eyes. But I just thought that the helmet was just a little bit different to the rest of his body. But I'll let you make your mind up on that when I bring him into shot. So there you go then. I think it might be difficult to pick it up on camera, but I really do think it is quite noticeable on this one that this guy has got a sort of, I don't know, just like an off-white on the helmet. It's hard to get a super close-up of the figure to show you because he's white and he's not focusing because of the white background. But there, can you see that? Am I imagining that? I think it's a slightly different colour at the front there. Can you see that? I think that's a little bit of a different colour. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. But to me, that looks a little bit off-white on the front of the helmet there. But still, hopefully it's not the same on everybody's examples and it's just mine. Maybe it's just a dodgy batch or something. I don't know. But he's great, isn't he? You can get him there to hold the blaster in both hands. And I'll just show you quickly how the blaster goes into the holster and it stays there quite nicely. So as I say, it's made of like a softer plastic. So there you go. You can finally put the blaster into a working holster on the back of the Stormtrooper. And he looks great. Now in terms of articulation, he's got the same articulation as the Rogue One Stormtrooper. So he doesn't have the new hips, unfortunately, but he does have a split of the thigh. He has the knees, he has the new rocker ankles, and he has the double barbell on the head. So we just plonk his head off there. You can see that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly take the head off of the one that came with the E-Web cannon. You see, I instantly think that that is better. I do think that mine is a slightly different colour, but yeah. So there you go then, guys. That is the new Stormtrooper. As I said, hopefully we don't need to be concerned about the helmet colour there because I've ordered a bunch of these. So I really hope it's just this one or two that I've got from this early batch. So there you go then, guys. That is the definitive Stormtrooper on the Star Wars card. And you know, I don't hide anything from you guys in my reviews. If I think there's something wrong with the figure, then I'm going to call it out. And unfortunately, this is the figure that we've all been waiting for. And I'm just hoping that that is not going to be a recurring theme for everybody's version of these when you get them. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. And we shall see you on the next one.